Hey, greetings. This is Dr. Fur. I am known as the Yoni Whisperer. I am a nurse. I am a Yoni practitioner. I am a integrative medicine practitioner. And I'm a doctorate of women's health. We are going to talk about Yoni Steaming. And I know some of you guys have not had great experience with Yoni steams. I've had some people tell me like they've never had one before. What are the benefits and things of that nature? First and foremost, let me go into the benefits. The benefits are tightness, moisture, increased libido. That's some of the good stuff. Um, some of the other stuff, it can help with infection. It can help with fertility. It can help with cooling down with menopause. There's a list of things go on and on. It's spiritual. I use it with women for sexual assault. So many things. As far as where it came from, so many people like to claim the authenticity of Yoni steaming. You can trace it back to Africa, Asia, so many different cultures, Indians, my Hispanic cultures. Like, you can trace it back so far to all of those cultures. So I can't tell y'all exactly who started it. But let's get into why your Yoni steam may or may not have been a great experience. Okay? We'll get into that in the next clip. So, some reasons why you may not like steaming. The herbs are not matched to you. The company that you bought them from probably they're just doing a generic steam, meaning you are a standard 28-day cycler. You have no issues at all. You're not dry. You're not too moist. You don't have an infection. You don't have endometriosis. You ain't just have a baby. Like, none of that. So if you steam with these herbs and you have an issue, you are creating a bigger issue. When things are not FDA approved, they always put the disclaimer on to speak with your doctor about doing anything like exercise, joining the gym. You signed something that said you spoke to your doctor. You just didn't read the small print. Now, the thing with Yoni steaming is that every doctor does not know about it. A lot of doctors are not into natural medicine, so they're going to dismiss it. But there are plenty of licensed and certified Yoni practitioners out here. So you really don't have a reason to just be buying it willy-nilly. Like, somebody can consult with you. Make sure you consult with somebody. Like, if you are steaming for a reason, and most people who go and buy Yoni steams or buy the whole setup, they're doing it for a reason. Buy your herbs for that reason. Okay? There are cooling herbs. There are herbs that heat up. And the Yoni steam is going to intensify that. Think about ginger. Ginger is a warm herb. Pepper is a warm herb. Peppermint is a cooling herb. You know, astragalus, you know what I'm saying, is a tonic. You know what I'm saying, for uterine fatigue. Like, there are so many things that you steam for. There are so many reasons. I mean, there are so many herbs for the steams. And you have to properly have the right herb. You do not want to do the wrong steam because you may end up bleeding when your problem is you're bleeding too much. You may do the wrong steam and you may bleed too much. You may do the wrong steam and you need to bleed a few more days. And now you're not bleeding at all. And I know somebody's like, why would you need to bleed a few more days? If you have a short cycle and you're trying to have a baby, then you may want to bleed a few more days so that you can elongate the ovulation time. Okay? Part 3 coming up next. Okay, so part 3. Other things that can mess up your herbs. A lot of times I have people take pictures of herbs and send it to me and be like, do this look right? If your herbs look old, they're old. Herbs should look fresh. You know what I'm saying? Green herbs should be beautiful, nice and green. They should look like whatever they are giving you except dried. Even if it's something like chamomile, calendula, it should be bright yellow. If it's looking all faded and nasty, chances are they're giving you old herbs. Now, herbs do last a long time. But if it was me, I would want my herbs to look nice. You know, it's up to that practitioner if they want to use their old looking herbs for themselves. That's their business. Like, but they should never serve them to their clients. Okay. Another thing, people take pictures, you know what I'm saying, of herbs, and they'll be like, this seemed like a lot of green stuff in here. It's not like pretty. Like they want roses and, calendula and chamomile and lavender and just all these pretty flowers. Now, all of that has a place in Yoni steaming. But the things that you really need, they are going to be green. They're going to be root herbs in there, root seeds in there, things of that nature. Probably colors that you may not think are pretty. Like if somebody used Don Quai, you know what I'm saying? That's brown. It's not the prettiest looking herb. If they're using motherwort or mugwort or nettle, all that is green. Now, if you have a Yoni steam blend that has a whole bunch of flowers in it, you're going to smell good. But if you have an infection, it is not going to get rid of that infection. You're just going to be smelling like floured fish. Okay? So you want to make sure that your blend is correct, because some flowers like lavender, it is a disinfectant. They put too much lavender in there, it's going to dry you out. And one of the benefits of Yoni steaming is moisture. Okay. Same with a warm herb, a hot herb. If you're Yoni steaming because you need to cool down because you're having hot flashes and things of that nature, you don't want somebody using a hot temperature herb on you to make you more hot. Okay. Part 4 coming up next. Okay, part 4, Yoni steaming again with Dr. Robinson Hendricks. Okay, so another reason why your Yoni steaming may not be working out. Say like you are steaming because you're hot. Y'all be wanting to dress up, honey. Y'all want the whole gala on top of your head. You want this whole polyester gown on, honey. You want to be in, like you all that, and then you want to put the drape on top of you. You're steaming because you're hot. You're just making yourself hotter. So that will be another reason why you will not enjoy your steam. Your herbs must match your steam. They have to match your steam. Steam with a purpose. Okay, steam with a purpose, and I promise you this will be a tradition that you will continue. You can steam at any age. It's very good for young ladies when they first start their cycle and it's all over the place, to get them regulated. The teas, you have to have the tea too. You should be drinking some type of red clover, raspberry leaf tea, ladies. You can achieve whatever you're trying to achieve with the tea and the steam at the same time. It's the best route to go. Okay. Reach out to a Yoni steam practitioner before you start buying your herbs. Okay. That's a one-time consultation. Unless, of course, your needs change. Because steaming can be a great asset when you are going back and forth between yeast and BV. That is a big thing for women. That smell that you're walking around with, chances are your pH balance is off or you have BV. Steaming can alleviate that. But there's a protocol to it. You don't need to just go and look online and buy these herbs and then just start steaming. You need to consult with somebody. Okay, consultations do not cost that much. A lot of practitioners offer consultations with a bundle. Just go that route, because once you learn why you need to steam, then you can buy the herbs for that purpose. Now, if you are steaming for infection or birth or fertility, then you need to buy more than one steaming protocol. Okay, part 5 next. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. Yoni Steaming with Dr. Robinson Hendricks. Okay, so we're wrapping this up. First and foremost, get yourself a consultation. Okay, because your Yoni practitioner is going to be able to tell you what pads to use, what the birth control is doing to you. They're going to be able to help you with your cycle. They're going to be able to point you in a direction of good vitamins for women. They are going to be able to get you proper herbs for the situation. Now, I do think I forgot to touch on, I ended it with a video, but I did not pick up on it. If you are steaming for a particular purpose, like you need to steam for infection, you need to steam a kidney tonic, a blood tonic, like your uterus is tired, things of that nature, that is a specific herbal concoction. That's probably not what you're going to want to steam with all the time, because if you don't have an infection, you don't want to steam for infection. Now, will the herbs hurt you? I'm sure they won't, unless they won't hurt you. But if you are steaming because you need a longer period for a particular reason, and you have accomplished that, you don't want to keep using that. Like, you might need to consult with your practitioner so they can get you back on the right track. Because then you might want just a standard steam after you've accomplished whatever you were steaming for in the first place. Okay? If that makes sense. If it doesn't, get back with me and I will clear that up. So you want to get a consultation. You want to have the proper herbs. Your herbs should look good, not old. Okay? You can steam all kind of ways. You can steam sitting over a pot, sitting on the actual pot. There are herbal sitz baths. There are herbal baths. So many variants to this steaming process. And that's why I say you definitely need to get in contact with a practitioner. Okay? I hope this clears some up for you. I do have consultations where we can speak longer one-on-one. If you are confused about anything, reach out to me, because my Yoni steams are epic. Even if you do it Zoom, honey, like, you're going to get an experience. Okay, you're going to get an experience. It is absolutely worth your time. Okay, this is Dr. Ver. Peace and blessings and happy steaming.